Christy's still going. Voguing. Everybody vogue. Yay! Okay, so thank you everybody so very much for coming. Happy New Year! Yay! So many amazing things coming up. If you guys missed it, the National Wake Up Call and the Surge was just phenomenal. We're going to go through that really quickly. We have some very special guests on the team who have been working their butts off today. So I want to jump in as fast as possible so that we can get to our special guests. So let me see. I'm going to share my screen. Jenna, do me a favor. You have your phone with you?
Yes, I do.
All right. If I do this wrong, let me know.
Sure will.
All right. You see anything yet?
No.
Yeah, my whole thing changed.
I see. Well, I see. Yes, I see your screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't see your faces, though. We don't see your faces.
Okay.
Oh, I see faces.
I see faces.
Yeah, I see faces.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, do you want us to mute ourselves?
Yes, if you would, because I want to leave Jeff and Lacy open. So.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's go. Starting 2016 right. So by you being on this call, you want to start your 2016 right, don't you? Raise your hand. You say, yes, I want to start my 2016 right. Yes. Okay, so tonight we're going to celebrate. We're going to talk about the January schedule. We're going to talk about some really quick surge updates, and then we have our special guests, of course. First and foremost, congratulations to Jenna Holden for hitting Success Club 7 last month, which is crazy good in the month of December. That's amazing. Myself, I hit 6, and Kim Wilson hit 2. Congratulations, guys. It's really hard in December, but it is possible. So congratulations. Okay, next we have a very fast mouse. Sorry. I need to celebrate. Jenna put in the celebration for Carrie Markel. We want to thank her for joining the team and becoming a coach to take her health to the next level. Not only is she ready to take the bull by the horns with coaching, but she signed up to get certified for PIO in February. So way to go, Carrie, and we cannot wait to watch you shine. So exciting. And of course, I have to take a moment. I know I posted this on Facebook, and hello, Sagi Kalev himself commented on this. He absolutely adores Jenna, and as he should. She's an amazing coach. She's a wonderful person, wonderful mom, wonderful wife, and just love her to death. And she just hit Success Club All-Star, which is huge. So let's give her, this is the, a round of applause. Everybody, round of applause. Yay. So congratulations, Jenna. Awesome. Okay. Hot dates for January. We have a group that started on the 4th. If you have anybody who bought a challenge pack at the end of last year, you're more than welcome to throw them in this one. Super Saturday is this weekend. A few of us are going to Baltimore, which is really cool because they're doing a nighttime date night. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be at a hotel with, fancy wedding sit-down dinner. And it's going to be great to get away for a night. If you can't make it to that, that's already sold out. There's one in Italy that Mr. Jeff Pearson is going to be attending. So if you want to meet this guy, what? Yeah. Jeff in the house in Philly. He will be there.
Go to Philly or Jersey. I'll be at both.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You'll be at Jersey. I forgot.
So, if you're in the area, love to see you there.
Where are you going to be in Jersey?
I don't know. The address is somewhere. I don't even know.
But you said it was close to Philly, right? So maybe Sabrina can go if you have it.
It is.
We have Jersey in the house, but okay. If you haven't already heard, the Cafe au lait flavor for Shakeology has been released as officially as of January 11th. And they also created something called a barista box, which is going to have chocolate, vanilla, and cafe au lait all in it in one box, which I'm super stoked about because that sounds just delicious by name alone, the barista box. Yum. We have another Hammer and Chisel and Challenge group on the 18th. And write this date down. This is huge, guys. Success Club trip registration for the Success Club trip in 2017 is January 19th at 9 o'clock a.m. In Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern. So for us, we don't have anybody who's elite or all-star legend, so we don't get to register early, but hopefully next year, right? Yay! But we get to register starting January 19th, 2016 at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So this was just announced. I highly, 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 highly recommend you get on this as fast as possible, because with what we have in store for 2016, chances are very good that you will be able to have this trip paid for. So register, and it's like a quick, I think it's a $300 deposit, put your deposit down, and then you can earn dollars every month all year long. So even if you get on the waiting list, you can still potentially fall off the waiting list, or you could get on right away, because actually this year I registered on the first moment that you could, and I got on the cruise ship. So, and my intention is to have every single dollar paid for as much as I possibly can. And they're also doubling your Success Club dollars in January. So if there's a month that you're going to make Success Club, make it this month, because you get double your trip dollars. Just huge, 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 that extra money. And then they're also giving the resort, the Hard Rock Hotel is actually giving people money for excursions too. So this is a great trip. I can't wait. I am definitely signing up. I'm going to be ready and just so excited. So make that a priority. Okay, guys, everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. You want to go to Punta Cana? Yeah, baby. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay.
Is there a way you can go if we don't earn the points for it?
If you do, yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, you have to get Success Club. There's requirements for Success Club, so.
Yeah. Okay. But wasn't there a trip that said even if you're a new coach or something, there's a way you can get there? Didn't I read that somewhere?
Yeah, you can do that for Summit if you make if the first 3 months, if you make Success Club in the first 3 months, then you can go to Summit for free. But
That's here and gone.
Yeah. But these trips, guys, if you've been to Summit is like 20 to 25,000 people. These trips are, 3,000-4,000 people. It is so small. It's so intimate. It's so wonderful. You can, walk by Lacy and Jeff anytime during the day and just have coffee with it. It's just wonderful. You can meet Carl. You can meet all the trainers. They're just walking around like normal people. So these are the ones that you want to go to. It is a chance of a lifetime, and it's paid for. Hello. Okay. Highlights from the surge. They're going to give out, they're now going to be having Energize and Hydrate in those little packets. You know how E&E comes in those little packets? They're going to be selling those, I think, so what did they say, first quarter, maybe second quarter? That's still in the works. Boost bundles are 25% off until January 13th. I already talked about the barista pack. Beachbody On Demand, this is huge. They're now going to have digital unlocks. So you don't actually have to buy the DVDs. You can go onto Beachbody On Demand and purchase, just like you do on Amazon Prime for movies, you can purchase it and then watch it real time, which is awesome. I mean, it's cutting edge stuff, guys. Nobody's doing this. And, of all times to get involved, Carl, did it at the right time. This is what people expect. This is Netflix. This is Amazon Prime. This is what people want. So it's huge. No more DVDs will be necessary. They said if T25, Size, and Body Beast are successful, they're going to roll it out to more programs. So plug this one. I like this one a lot. This is very cool. And then they announced the top coach for 2015 was Melanie Mitro. Again, 2-time female winner, which is unbelievable. unbelievable. I'm sure Jeff and Lacy talked to her today. Okay, and if you didn't catch it, the replay is on YouTube. Okay, now we get to the good stuff. Thank you guys for giving me that 10-15 minute intro. I have to take a second and say thank you guys again for coming. Jeff is someone who's come into my life in the last 6 months. Met him in Philly, and then immediately I went 2-star after that, and he has given me time every single week to help train me, help, develop me. So he's just put a lot of spark into me, and I can't appreciate it. Thank you so, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. He keeps me accountable, and I really love working with him. I just met Lacy on Monday. She's new to the company. Welcome, welcome. She's been here 4 weeks. 4 weeks? 3 weeks. Okay, you guys can unmute, yeah. And she's just absolutely beautiful, and cannot wait to work with her. And these are our corporate trainers, they're our sales team, and they are responsible for giving us the 411 and spending time with us. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you the floor.
So, if you don't, first of all, thanks, Alicia. I mean, I feel like we have the pleasure of working with you, and honestly, I think it's important for all of you guys to know that Alicia is good. Like, I talk to her a lot. She knows what she's talking about, and so, as she trains you, as she talks to you, and tries to mentor you in your business, I would encourage you to pay attention, because she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, thanks for letting us take a few minutes on your call. It's our pleasure. We're excited to see your faces and to get to know you a little bit. So just really quick, we both work in the Northeast region, like Alicia said. I work with 3, 4, and 5 stars, and then Lacy works with diamonds to 2 stars. So if you fall into any of those categories, please reach out to us, and we'd love to support you, work with you any way that we can. I think it's important for us also to take a minute and say thank you for all that you do. Like, Beachbody's pretty dang awesome, right? Like, it's a great company, and we're having a ton of success. And that's because of you guys. It's because you're so good. And you go out every day, and it's not easy work. It's hard. But you guys go out there and try to make a difference in people's lives, and you are making a difference in people's lives. So thank you. We appreciate all that you do, and know that we're here to support you. We don't care what your rank is. If there's anything we can do to help you, please let us know. In our role, we get the opportunity to work and talk with a lot of successful coaches, and it's a great job. Like, there's just so many good people in this company. But I think it's important for you guys to understand that this opportunity can provide wonderful things for you and your family. Obviously that we know the fitness side of it. We know that we can, because our programs and our Shakeology is so good, we know that we can get results. But then also we have that financial aspect, and that internal transformation as well that can take place. But I want you guys to know, and I'm not going to be able to spend as much time with you on this call today, but I want you guys to know that you can do it. And that, set big goals for yourself, push yourself, don't limit yourself, because this opportunity can be great for each and every one of you. But you've got to make that commitment for yourself, and you've got to put in the work for yourself. It doesn't just happen. It requires you to work each and every day to make it a reality. I was sharing this story with Lacy here earlier, and I want to share it with you guys. I'm going to read some names off, and I want you guys to raise your hand if you know this person that I share with you. Okay. So you guys ready for this game? You guys okay with games, or are we? Okay. We're okay. All right. So how many of you guys, by a show of hands, have heard of the name Steve Jobs? Oh, impressive. What about Donald Trump? Oh, serious? You guys must read the paper or something.
Yeah.
What about Mark Zuckerberg? Oh, basically everyone. What about Ronald Wayne? What? Maybe you don't read the paper. Ronald Wayne, no? Okay, so let me tell you about Ronald Wayne. I find this very interesting. Ronald Wayne was a 10% owner of Apple. Okay, 10% owner of Apple. And he was a big investor. So when they started, he's one of the initial starters of Apple. And after 2 weeks, decided that he wasn't willing to put in time and risk his money and wasn't ready to put in the work for the grind. And so he sold his shares. Eventually, it came out to just over $2,000. He sold his portion of Apple. Okay. Now, if you were to think about 10% of Apple today, that's probably worth $70 billion. $70 billion. And I can't remember the details, but I think after 3 years, they created like 100 millionaires at Apple. Pretty dang good, right? And Ronald said after the fact, he's like, if I would have known that they were going to create 100 millionaires, that he would have stayed around. Okay. Now, I don't know the reason why he left Apple. You've heard some of them, but I don't know the real reasons. But the fact is, he walked away from an opportunity, wasn't willing to put in the work, wasn't willing to risk what he was having to risk, and he walked away. And I know looking back, he probably is a little sick to his stomach about it. And I share this with you because I feel like Beachbody is that same type of opportunity. That opportunity that, if you're willing to put in the work and put in the effort, can produce great results for you and your family. And honestly, it's producing millionaires. And we see that. And you still have that opportunity to do the same thing. So, but it comes down to, it doesn't just happen. It comes down to you doing the work every day. I just want to talk for a second about vision and what, I feel like the good thing about a new year is you get a clean slate, right? You get your whiteboard, you get to wipe it off, and you get a fresh start. And hopefully you guys have taken a second to celebrate 2015. If you made that much progress in 2015, you should celebrate that. I mean, the whole idea with this business is to get a little bit better. Hopefully we're getting a little bit better every day. But if you made any progress, take a step back, celebrate that. And now let's talk 2016, okay? Because it's going to be a big year. And it's going to be a big year for all of you guys if that's what you want. So I do this all the time, and I know you guys have done it as well, but I want you to take a second and dream a little bit, okay? Dream about 2016. And really, big picture, I want you to dream about your Beachbody business. I want you to think for a second about what you want your Beachbody business to look like. Long-term, best case scenario, what does it look like? And, this is a healthy activity to do. And I know you guys do it, but I want you to think about number of coaches, your rank, how much money you make, the type of leader you are, the type of leaders you have on your team, where you work from, how often you work, slogan, motto, you name it. Have a clear picture of what you're trying to accomplish. And I realized that when you start this business, maybe a lot of coaches start off just saying, okay, I'm gonna just do this for fun, or I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. And then you start having some success. You're like, okay, maybe I should do a little bit more. And then you notice after you do a little bit more, it's like, okay, maybe I can make this work. And at this, I feel like it's important to take a step back or to stop and say, okay, what am I really trying to accomplish? And I often compare it to a startup company or somebody that's trying to start a company. At some point to have this startup company, you've got to raise money. And say your company is selling cool shoes, right? If you were to go to investors and try to raise money for this business, and you go to an investor and you say, okay, I'm going to sell shoes. Like, these are going to be awesome shoes. Like, they're going to have the coolest laces. Like, I want you guys to invest in me. They're probably going to be like shoes? You got shoes already. Like, what's so cool about that? Like where are we going to sell them? Like, who are you going to sell them to? Like, there's a lot of questions that they're going to have. But if they were to go to these investors and say, okay, look, we have the best shoes in the world. They're going to help this way. We have these guys that are going to hold our shoes. We're going to have this website. This is what we're doing to promote it, and help them see the big picture of what they're trying to accomplish. Like, these guys are going to be more willing to invest in them. So I think it's important for you guys to know big picture of what you're trying to accomplish so that you can invite people and help people see that vision. People are attracted to coaches that have a big vision, a clear vision of what they're trying to accomplish. And so have that for your business and have that for 2016. Know exactly what you're trying to accomplish. And then as you try to get people to invest in you and join you, they're going to be attracted to that. They're going to want to join you and be a part of that. So my challenge to you my challenge to you is to take a step back, have some quiet time, think big picture of what you want your business to look like. Ask yourself the questions, what do I want to make? How many leaders are on my team? How do I want to run my team? What am I going to be known for? What's my team motto? And, answer those questions and come up with that clear picture. We're going to talk about Elite and Premier. And I hope every one of you, as you're setting your goals and thinking about 2016, I hope that Elite and Premier will be one of your goals. And Lacy will talk more about it. And so my challenge is gain that clear vision, share it with your team, make sure you know exactly what you're working towards, and I guarantee it will help you. When it's clear in your mind, then you can better communicate it to the people that you're trying to help, have join your team. But I'm going to step away, guys. Congratulations on 2015. Make 2016 be the best year for you. And remember, it takes every day. You got to make progress every day. It doesn't have to be, huge progress, but as long as you're making, a little bit of progress each day, you're going to be successful. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Okay, guys, I love the saying where it's like, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. So that kind of just goes with what Jeff was just saying.
That's on my bracelet. I love that.
Are you serious? So yeah, I always think of it. I'm like, it's not just a sprint, it's a marathon. And you've got to put in, it's the day to day. I always tell people, I'm like, don't burn yourself out and, don't go crazy. Don't put all your eggs in a basket, for like a week or a month or two, just slow and steady wins the race, just like the tortoise and the hare, So anyways, you guys, Elite and Premier. Okay, so forever ago, the company was looking at all of these coaches who had success. And they're like, what are all of these coaches doing in common that makes them so successful? All these coaches were having all this great success. And they really took into studying them and just to really getting to their business and seeing what they were doing. And that is how we came up with the Elite and Premier goal guide, all right? So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm sure you've probably all seen this. If you haven't, then I'll get this to Alicia and she can email it out to you. But you guys, this is the way to build your business and to make it successful. This is the 2016 Elite Goal Guide. And the only difference between Elite and Premier is with the Elite, you've got to be 5-star diamond at the end of the year, so December 29th. For Premier, you only have to be 2-star, all right? And the difference with points is there are mins and maxes for the Elite points. And with Premier, it doesn't matter where you get the points from, whatever category. There's 3 different categories. And so you guys, I'm going to just go over them and just make sure you understand how this all works. And it's so funny. Sometimes people are like, oh my heavens, I've heard this program 4 or 5 different times explained to me from different coaches or different, people in the business. But until someone says something that clicks with them, then they didn't know what it was talking about. So hopefully if something doesn't click with you guys, then I'll be able to replay it and it'll click and it'll work. So you guys, with the Elite program, there are 3 different ways to earn points. And if you focus on these 3 different categories, especially the first 2, then your business will just flourish, all right? So with category number 1, all you got to do is focus on Success Club. SC Club, Success Club, SC 5 or 10, that be your main focus. And I saw in one of Alicia's slides where it's, if you sell a challenge pack, that's 2 points. If you have someone on Shakeology Home Direct, that's 1 point. So all you need to do each month is focus on selling 2 challenge packs and Shakeology Home Direct, all right? And that'll give you 5 points. So not only do you want to focus on Success Club yourself, but you want to help your coaches focus on SC Club and reach that, all right? So for example, if you bring in 4 coaches who you help reach Success Club and you reach it yourself, then those points double, all right? So not only are you leading by example by hitting yourself, but you're helping all your coaches. And what that constitutes too is if you have these coaches, these people that you are enrolling to reach Success Club, they're becoming coaches, if you're helping them hit SC5 also, then you're helping them get their money back. So you're helping them build their business, which they're way more likely to stay in the business. If they're making money, if they're building their business, they're way more likely to stay in the business than to just, drop out. So it really is all about a team effort. It's been so awesome to do all these elite and premier calls today because the coaches are just like, it was me and my team. Like, I could not have done this without my team. And it's so true. And so you guys have an amazing leader with Alicia. Oh my heavens. Jeff has told me so many amazing things about her. And so it is, you guys, it's a team effort. And so that category number 1, SC, 5 or 10, if you focus on that every single month, the other 2 categories, they just come. All right. So that's category number 1 where you can get points. Now, category number 2, this is your personally sponsored coaches' personal volume. All right. So this is all your coaches that you personally bring in. That's their volume. And I know this says 2015, but it really just means 2016 coaches. All right. So all the coaches you bring in this year counts toward your personal volume, your PSPV. So you guys, January, February, March, those are huge recruiting months. Huge, because these coaches you bring in the beginning of the year, they're going to help you all throughout the year. So a coach you bring in January, February, it'll be a lot more beneficial than the coach you bring in August or September. Now you have to, bring them in all year long, but this coach will help you all year. And it's just like talking about, how do you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you guys, if you kind of wait to do your sprint until the end of the year, it's way more likely that you are just going to burn out and just not be able to reach it because you're just trying to cram too many things in one. But if you are slow and steady and month after month you have a goal to bring in this many coaches or to sell this many challenge packs or this much Shakeology home direct, if you have a goal every single month, then it makes that goal way more doable and seem way more realistic and likely to happen. So that's the second category, is where you bring those personally sponsored coaches in and it's their personal volume, all right? So say, for example, you bring in 3 coaches in January. If their PSPV is 500, then you get 1 point, all right? So for every 500 PSPV, that's 1 point, all right? So if you can just bring in a steady number all throughout the year, then those elite points will just keep rocking and rolling, all right? So that's category number 2. Category number 3 is the advancement team volume. That's the ATV. And I like to think of this as your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids. Because it's only 3 levels deep, all right, you guys? So it's all of your personally sponsored coaches, which are your kids. Just think about your kids. It's all of their personally sponsored coaches, which think of them as your grandkids, and then all of their personally sponsored coaches, which are your great-grandkids. So only 3 levels deep, all right? And you have to go up 130,000 more than you did the previous year. So for example, last year you did 40,000 in volume. This year you did 200,000. So you went up 160,000, all right? So you're going to divide that by 10,000 to get 1 elite point. So 160,000 divided by 10,000 is 16 elite points. All right, so that's how you get the ATV, is your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids. So just 3 levels deep, all right? But if you're focused on these top 2 categories, the SC Club 5 or 10, and then just the personally sponsored, the PSPV, this ATV will come, all right? So you guys, I'm going to email this to Alicia. Alicia, do you have this?
Yes, you emailed it to me. Yes, thank you.
Awesome. I want you to send this out to your team.
Okay.
And then you guys, I want you to print it out, and I want you to make a line through this top column. And I want you to put your goal on the top and then what you actually hit on the bottom. So I want you to plan out the year, how many coaches you're going to bring in, how many SC points you're going to reach, how many personally sponsored coaches you're going to help reach SC Club. And I want you to make an estimate. So put your goal, all right? And then under each month as it passes, I want you to put your actual goal so you can kind of gauge where you need to be throughout the year. Same thing with the PSPV, with the personally sponsored coaches, all right? And see, it doesn't have the typo down here. This went through proof, 5 or 6 different people. And just yesterday I was like, Did you guys know there was a typo? And they're like, ah!
And it's funny because Kim Carver's video about the tangerines, it was cracking me up because he keeps saying 2015. I'm like, those are old tangerines. I want 2016 tangerines.
I know, girls. And you guys, when he ate that one tangerine, he's like, I just ate a Coach. Ooh, that's kind of gross. I was laughing. So hard. He's the coolest guy ever. But that really resonated with me when I saw him, you know, just visual. That video helped me a ton. So share that with your team also, Alicia.
I will.
So yes, you guys, this is the way to build your team. Oh my heavens. And you guys, just today, getting off of all the calls, you know, I've only been here for 3 weeks, but getting off the calls where I would see a girl go from emerald to 5-star. She was emerald at the beginning of the year. And I was like, holy smokes, it's crazy. And she goes, I didn't think it was possible, but she goes, I planned out my goals, and, you know, just small, simple steps every single month, every single day. She was working on her business, building it every single day. 5-star coach, and she's an elite. And the crazy recognition you get is amazing, but holy smokes, you guys, those top 200, they get $500 extra per month this whole next year. I'm like, oh my heavens. And so it's awesome. The recognition plus all the financial security that comes with the elite is just amazing. Same with Premier. Premier is just awesome. So you guys, I always say to all the coaches, I'm like, shoot for elite. Shoot for the moon. Fall amongst the stars.
Yeah.
So yeah, do everything you can for elite. So does anyone have any questions about the elite program, how it works?
I have a quick question, if you don't mind. What was the number for the elite this year? Like, how many points was the last person that made elite?
Oh,
Was it 200? No. Do you know that?
I'm not even sure.
How many people? It was 300 people made elite, right?
Yep.
300 people?
Yep. There was like 298.
Oh my gosh.
So it was crazy. And you guys, I just saw, like, it was so funny just seeing what they were ranked at, you know, and we would ask them, like, what did you come in at, you know? And it was just crazy to see all that progress in 1 year. And it can be done. And all these coaches were like, this one girl, she had like 5 kids, and so it was just crazy. I'm like, oh my heavens. And so it's all about, you know, she would put in her power hours, and she just made her time. It was all about the quality, not the quantity of time, because everyone only has 24 hours in a day. And so it's all about the quality, working, you know, smarter, not harder.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this is priceless. It's hard to take in the first time, but I love how you broke it down and said, just make Success Club. Make Success Club and get your coaches to make Success Club, because that is the linchpin. If you do that, then everything else falls to place. And that's huge. That's easy for me to comprehend and to break down. So thank you for that. That's helpful.
It was so awesome. When I looked at all those coaches, you know, because when you look at everything, it just seems so overwhelming and so confusing, and it almost makes you want to give up before you even start. Where it's like, you know what? Let's just break it down. Like, I think of all my clients that I've trained, you know, and when they get, it's so funny. I think of cookbooks where I used to buy all these recipes with these millions of ingredients, you know, and I would get all these cookbooks and all these healthy recipes, and they had so many ingredients I didn't even know what they were. And I would get these cookbooks and I would put them in the cupboard because they were just too overwhelming, you know. But the simple basic, you know, like your proteins and your fruits and vegetables, it's just the simple basic diet that doesn't seem so overwhelming, and like it sets people up for success. And you can just break it down into simple basic things. It does. So just think of it, just, you know, focus on hitting SC5 or 10 and then helping your coaches.
That's huge. Thank you, Lacy. Thank you so much for doing this for us and just breaking it down and, you know, taking something that can be so confusing and seem almost like a foreign language and making it for us to understand. So this is very helpful. I appreciate you taking your time. Especially 3 weeks in, working so hard today. So thank you.
You're so welcome.
So what I have in store for you guys, we are putting together a challenge for everybody to make Success Club for the next 90 days. We're going to announce a challenge hopefully by the end of this week. Give me, actually, Lacy, if you don't mind unsharing, I would love to see everybody's faces again. I can't really see anybody.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to. Here we go.
You got it? Nope. There we go.
Perfect.
If you guys are interested in a Success Club challenge for coaches and our team only, would you please give me your hands? Show me your hands. Does that interest you? Does that seem like some? I know a couple people, I won't mention any names, who absolutely adore challenges. There's a few of you on these screens who truly love to win. So what we're doing, we're putting together something to help everybody make Success Club for the next 3 months at minimum. And if it works really well, we're going to keep going. My goal that I've sat down with Jeff and Lacy this Monday was to get this team to be a 5-star elite team. So I really, really, really want to make this goal. My goal was elite last year and I didn't make it, and that's okay. Okay, I made 2 stars, so we're happy. It was a great team, and we have so many beautiful friends on this team. We had so many people come to Summit, so lots of great things happened in 2015. So let's take that momentum and roll it forward and get 5-star elite this year. How many people going to be 5-star this year? Can we do 5? Can we do 5? She's like, what? Why not, right? And
yeah.
Jeff has actually said to me, he's like, why are you shooting for 5? Why don't you go for 10? Like, okay. All right, Jeff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But why not, right? Like you said, Lacy, shoot for the stars. So, all right, guys. Our next call is actually going to be on a Tuesday, February 2nd. Yes, Chrissy, you can make it. And our next special guest is Kate Ingram's going to come. She's going to share her story, and she is going to cover any topics we want to cover. Maybe we'll continue our Success Club conversation and any other topics. So definitely write that down. Same time, just a different date. I'm actually going to Vegas, baby. Peace. I'm going on vacation, but still want to have the call and see your beautiful faces before I go away. I know we went over, so I appreciate your time, and I know it's late for many of you, and I love you, and I will see you every single day. I will announce the contest on Friday, and have a great week, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Lacy, for coming.
Bye, guys. You're so welcome.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.